Sky Live, Wakefield Trinity vs Leeds Rhinos. Talking points and team news. Wakefield and Leeds face off in a West Yorkshire derby clash in the Super League on Thursday from 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m. kickoff, on Sky Sports Arena. Man of Steel Sam Tompkins joins us as guest pundit for the match at Be Well Support Stadium. Sam Tompkins knows as well as anyone what to expect from Wakefield Trinity and Leeds Rhinos when they go head-to-head in Thursday's Super League derby clash. Live on Sky Sports. The reigning Man of Steel and his Catalans Dragons teammates have faced both clubs in the past 2 weeks, holding off a Trinity fightback to win 24-22 in Perpignan, then overcoming the Rhinos 10-4 in a tight affair at Headingley last week. Recommended. 1/5. India vs Pakistan, Sky Sports Live Cricket. Read more. Recommended by. Both sides head into the match at Be Well Support Stadium, 8 p.m. kickoff, aiming for their first win of the season, and Tompkins, who will join Sky Sports as guest pundit for the match, knows that will be in the minds of both sets of players. Wakefield had a great comeback against us in Perpignan, Tompkins told Sky Sports. We got a little bit too comfortable and didn't treat the threat they posed late in the game with enough respect. They came back and they shook us. The Leeds game was different, it was a real battle for us. Losing 3 from 3 will be playing on their minds, and both teams are in a pretty similar boat, the difference being Wakefield will be underdogs. They came over to France missing Jacob, Miller, David, Fafita, Kalepi, Tangenoa, and they pushed us for the 2 points. I don't think Wakefield have got anything to lose because everyone is probably expecting Leeds to go away and get their first win. Trinity strong as individuals. Wakefield may be without a win yet in the 2022 Super League season, but one man who has once again come to the fore for them is winger Tom Johnston, who has 4 trees to his name already. It is the standout individuals like Johnston who Tompkins thinks highly of, along with halfback Jacob Miller, and the front row duo of Kalepi Tangenoa and Culthero David Fafita. Added into the mix when he returns from suspension will be Reece Line, the centre who was the only Trinity player named in Sean Wayne's England train-on squad this week, but the Dragons fullback believes they need to start performing as a group. They're very, very strong as a group of individuals, they just need to click as a team and play well for a full 80, Tompkins said. When they played against us in France, we got control of the game, and when they turned it on they caused us some problems. It's probably doing that for longer periods. Wakefield have faced both of last season's grand finalists on their own patches in the past 2 weeks, following the trip to Catalans with a match away to reigning champions St. Helens. That match saw Trinity beaten 20-4 at Totally Wicked Stadium, but head coach Willie Pocking took encouragement from his side's display. I am really proud of our effort, there was no doubting that, Pocking said. We chanced our arm, which is what we wanted to do, and created some opportunities. Share. This is a modal window. Unsupported location. The video you are trying to watch cannot be viewed from your current country or location. When you come to places like this and teams are flying high, you have got to leave the field knowing you've left everything out there, and I think we did. Rhinos yet to click. Along with last year's league leaders Shield winners Catalans, Leeds have faced 2 of the other high flyers in Super League in Warrington Wolves and Wigan Warriors in the opening rounds of the season. A narrow 22-20 loss in Daryl Powell's first game in charge of the Wolves at home, on a day where James Bentley was sent off, was followed by a 34-12 loss away to Wigan, although the Rhinos dug in last week before eventually falling to the Dragons. They have not been helped by injuries to some key names, while many are waiting to see the halfback partnership of Blake Austin and Aidan Cesar hit the heights expected of them, although Tompkins does not believe it will be long before that happens. Share. This is a modal window. Unsupported location. The video you are trying to watch cannot be viewed from your current country or location. There has been a lot of talk around Leeds through the offseason. They've got new halfbacks who there has been a lot of talk around, and they've not quite clicked yet, Tompkins said. At some point, they will click, and things will fall into place for them, and they'll be hoping it will be against Wakefield because it's been a disappointing start with all the hype around Leeds and certainly the halfbacks. Thursday's match will mark a milestone for Leeds hooker Brad Dwyer, who is set to make his 100th appearance for the club. However, the 28-year-old, who works well in tandem with starting number 9 and captain Cruz Leeming off the interchange bench, is focused solely on the team, rather than individual accolades. "I am excited to get out there and get a better performance, and get into the run of things," Dwyer told Rhinos TV. "It's a nice occasion, but it doesn't take anything away from the most important thing, and that's the performance. Most games in this league are tough games, and going to Wakey away is difficult as this time of year, and we've got to manage that. Most he focuses on ourselves, improving and playing a bit more." Team news. Mason Lino returns to Wakefield's 21-man squad after missing the defeat to St. Helens, but the hosts are without Tom Lineham after suffering an injury in last Friday's match at Totally Wicked Stadium. David Fusicua has recovered from concussion to take his place in Leeds' 21-man squad, while Harry Newman could make his first appearance of the season after overcoming a hamstring injury. Reece Martin is back too after being in Australia on compassionate leave. Named squads: Wakefield Trinity, Max Jowett, Tom Johnston, Jacob Miller, Mason Lino, Eddie Battier, Tinyrau Arona, Matty Ashurst, Kalepi Tangenoa, Jay Pitts, Jordy Crowther, J. Whitbread, James Batchelor, Liam Kay, Jack Croft, Brad Walker, Yusuf Aden, Sadiq Adabiyi, Harry Bowes, Lewis Murphy, Isaac Shaw, David Fafita. Leeds Rhinos: Jack Walker, David Fusicua, Harry Newman, Liam Sutcliffe, Ash Handley, Blake Austin, Aidan Cesar, Mikowai Oldski, Cruz Leeming, Matt Pryor, Reece Martin, Zane Tedavano, Brad Dwyer, Cameron Smith, Bodine Thompson, Tom Briscoe, Morgan Gannon, Jack Broadbent, Jared O'Connor, Corey Johnson, Liam Tyndall.